And the environmentism positive is why you guys are responsible for all disaster response, not just Forest Service.
That's correct. That's a very good point. We are all hazards, okay? So when you look at our mission statement, it says conservation, protection, and leadership. Under conservation, that's mitigation, doing best management practices with landowners, giving them technical assistance on plant and pest diseases for trees and plants and what have you. And under the protection is wildland fire, but also under protection, we have an all hazards responsibility when you talk about recovery. During the last snowstorm here, we just had ice, I should say, not snow, okay? But we actually had about 240 people, along with our TIFMAS, Texas Interstate Fire Mutual Aid System partners, working with TxDOT and what have you to do all sorts of things, pulling people off roads, when there's down power lines, our folk get out there and our sawyers, they do cutting, have roads of egress and ingress there for that. So there's a lot of stuff we do. And we were there also in the Kerrville floods, also helping with others there also. So it's all about teamwork. We don't do it all by ourselves, but we do have mission spaces there where it's important that we show up and lend what we do best.
Well, and your work is absolutely an example of an ounce of prevention being worth a pound of cure.
Pound of cure, exactly.
And so doing that kind of coordination, coordination training in advance is so critical.
First of all, we're partners with the VFDs, volunteer fire departments, and the local fire departments, paid in combinations, which is about 1,832 of them total. First, all emergency response starts local. Right? And so if there's a fire or something, you have the VFDs, and then if the VFDs are not able to handle it because of the mass of it, then they bring the locals in. If the locals need us, then they bring us in. So when fires get very, very complex because of the training that our folk have, specifically in wildland firefighting, then we are called in. And with that said, I always like to tell folk that we're not the cavalry. All right, we do it in partnership. And so when it gets complex, I like to use that word, then they call us in. And then if we need strike teams or what have you, that's when our TIFMAS people come in also. And if it gets beyond that, then we'll bring in resources from out of the state. And we do the same for others around the country.
And that's a responsible way to handle things for the taxpayer as well.